Welcome to KDOL Community Spotlight, the Oakland Unified School District's community affairs show, highlighting district leaders making a difference, a positive difference in the lives of our youth. I'm Shonda Scott, your host, and today I have the pleasure of spotlighting Timothy White, Assistant Superintendent of the Oakland Unified School District. Tim, it's been a long time since you've been on the show.
Been a while.
So welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
You're doing a lot of great work in the district.
A lot of work, definitely. Work we're proud of doing, and hopefully we can continue to keep up the pace.
So the last time you came, you were talking about the voter-approved bond. It was over $400 million that had been approved throughout the district.
That's right.
And since then, a tremendous amount of work has been done on the projects that was voter approved. So can you just kind of give us a brief update of what happened just over the summer? There was a lot of work.
It's pretty amazing output of production over the summer. Actually, the site that we're sitting in right now has been recipient of some of the work. About $36 million improvement to this site. The La Escalita Elementary School complex is built on this site, right across from the district office. It's probably one of the most innovative projects in terms of school buildings in the entire Northern California area.
Really? Like what's the...
It's got some really innovative design elements, right? Very thick massing walls, indoor lighting that'll be primarily done by natural day lighting, cooling towers. It's going to be pretty much grid neutral. Energy will be generated on the plant and supplied to take care of all of the electrical needs of the actual
So it's all
school.
green certified, LEED?
Yes, it'll have some of the highest collaborative for high performance schools rating of any school in the state. In addition to that, we've done similar kind of CHIP certified buildings.
That's right.
Jefferson Learning Without Limits, the Cox new two-story building. And so Oakland continues to be at the cutting edge of design and innovative technologies in school buildings.
Wow. Well, your department, you have a lot in facilities. You have buildings and grounds, facilities with
Custodial
services.
Yes.
The security under there too?
We take care of the property security, but there is, in addition to that, a school police that handles all of the security.
Well, I know we've been all following your groups around because you're not only are you doing fixing schools, taking care of schools, making sure they're ready for the first day of school, you also are doing a lot of, beneficial things for the students. Like they have the scholarship program through Buildings and Grounds that we went and saw that program. Can you tell us about how that
So
came about?
our superintendent, Tony Smith, is really kind of energized all of us, particularly in my division. And custodial services, I've got Director Roland Broach, who really was motivated and started a scholarship program to support African American male achievement. He sponsored that with donations that they solicit, as well as having events where they do fundraising. And those events include talent shows, and they're very well attended. The facilities department under Tadashi Nakatagawa, we have an annual internship program. Each year, the attendance in that internship program has continued to grow. This year, we had about 24 different interns, a paid internship program where Oakland students get an opportunity to be exposed to professional fields like architecture, engineering, construction management, and all of the related fields that support that type of industry. And it's just really
I didn't even
exciting.
have the mayor come out and speak at that.
Mayor spoke.
At that internship program.
Noel Gallo, Dr. Tony Smith spoke as well, and a lot of business leaders, and they all contributed money. Many of the vendors that we work with directly contributed to the program as well, and so we're really excited about that. And this year, going into the school year, we anticipate being able to extend that program to create some after-school opportunities for professional development for students that extend not just over the months of the summer, but throughout the school year as well.
Wow, your department is becoming a model for the district. We had Troy Flynn on here. We were talking about that internship you were able to put together.
We're really proud of it,
and
again, I want to thank Tony Smith, who actually encourages us to actually do some of these things, and so that means a lot, and it actually creates an environment where it's easier for us to actually do those kind of things, and it's much needed.
Senator Hancock was on the show, and she was also talking about how she's going to New York with the state superintendent to talk about this whole community, I guess, community schools program
Right.
on a federal level, and how the state can actually do more to support like what Oakland's doing
Right.
as a model.
So the Oakland model is fascinating to me, and it's some of the most inspiring work that I've ever seen. We spent 2 years under the superintendent's guidance going out into the community, doing outreach about the plan. You know, how should the plan be composed, making sure that we built a plan that was collaborative with the actual citizens of Oakland. And the strategic framework we have right now is just really comprehensive and impressive. And it does acknowledge the fact that, you know, number one, that we want to take responsibility for our own children, and that as a school district we should be the lead in that, but that we're not going to do it alone, that we want to do it hand in hand with faith-based organizations, we want to do it hand in hand with businesses, we want to do it hand in hand with all of the different partners that obviously have a stake in this common interest of making sure that our children are well prepared and educated.
Thank you. Well, you're doing a great job. You have a lot of work over there, and you are doing a great job.
Thank you.
And it's nice to see the fruits of your labor. Like you go out and you see the new schools at, you know, E. Morris Cox now, Reach Academy, and see their site, and then you go over to Lincoln and see the new facilities there. And
Exciting.
the Montero principal was here, just proud because they got the Distinguished School Award.
Yes.
So they had the people come up there, and he got to show them a new campus where, you know, the children are not
Awesome.
only learning well, but they're also thriving because the community, the schools are beautiful, and then also all the health centers like at Madison and Roosevelt. So, whew. That's not even
wonderful.
everything that you've
It
done.
is,
so
it
that's
is wonderful.
Great.
There's a
Department.
direct link, I think, that we always need to make between teaching and learning and the environment that it takes place in. And I think there's many, many studies that have been done that can show a correlationship between increases in a child's performance, directly connected either to the age of a facility or a facility that has been modernized versus one that has old,
Right.
antiquated type of amenities. And so, you know, we have to continue to support giving our children the best and then expecting the most from them in terms of their academic outcomes.
That was well said. Thank you,
Thank
and
you.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Sure. You've been watching KDOL Community Spotlight. I'm Shonda Scott, your host, and our spotlight today was on Assistant Superintendent Timothy White of the Oakland Unified School District, where we have community schools and thriving students. Thank you for joining us.
This community has continued to support having the best quality facilities and demanding that they have them in every school site in this entire city. In addition to that, I think as we start now talking with the new State Superintendent of Public School Instruction, Tom Torlakson, about schools of the future,